That tape gets worse, not better. Joining us from Birmingham, Alabama is MSNBC's Vaughn Hillyard. Vaughn, which is a little under a month until Alabama's special election, have allegations of sexual misconduct by Republican Judge Roy Moore impacted the race, and obviously we know they have. But what's the sense on the ground?
Exactly, Nicole. It was just about a week and a half ago that Roy Moore was up on Capitol Hill. You remember meeting with Senate Republicans, meeting with the NRSC, the Senate Republican fundraising arm. Well, now we saw over the weekend multiple senators rescinding their endorsements. But I want to take you here to the ground here in Alabama. We've been to multiple cities, and among the Republicans here in Alabama, among the party officials, it's quite clear that there is going to be no alternative in this race. If there is, to quote an RNC committee man from Alabama here, he said that individual, if it would be to Luther Strange to potentially try to mount a write-in candidacy, should be ready to pack up his bags and move north of the Mason-Dixon line because they feel like it would risk Republicans' majority in the Senate. But you know, we're here in Birmingham, and this is the crux of really where somebody like Doug Jones, I want to introduce you to, the Democrat in this race. If you had said a couple weeks ago that Doug Jones would have any opportunity in this race, it would have been a little crazy. But now suddenly the former U.S. attorney, this is a man who prosecuted 2 Klansmen in that 1963 bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church. A new poll came out yesterday that's showing them neck and neck in this race. I want to talk to some of the individuals out here in the suburbs. This is really where he's going to have to mount a credible campaign with the well-educated, with particularly women. This is what a couple individuals, which were interesting responses, told us yesterday.
I'm going to vote against Roy Moore. I'm going to vote for Doug Jones. I think he's a good man. I think he's a man of integrity, and I can't say that I feel that way about Roy Moore.
You've never voted for a Democrat?
I've never voted for a Democrat. I see a lot of Doug Jones signs around that I'm really surprised in neighborhoods that I've never seen a Democrat sign in before. And talking to people are fed up and sad and disheartened at what they're seeing happen in the Republican Party.
I know that there are some allegations out there. I want to hear a little bit more about those, see if they're investigated a little bit more. But at this point, I'll kind of just keep my eyes and ears open and see what's going on.
I'd be more inclined to vote for Doug Jones if the allegations against Roy Moore are true. I just don't. I can't respect someone who's done those things.
I want to remind everybody it was a 2012 race when Roy Moore was running for Chief Justice. He won by just 3% over the Democrat running in that race, Judge Bob Vance. The question here now is, though, how will somebody like Doug Jones actually run a campaign here without the Democratic support nationally? Because in order to actually bring some Republicans over or get Republicans to turn out for you, you've got to be able to operate as pretty much a radical moderate, essentially, where you don't have that apparatus that is behind you. What they fear at this point is really running a Jon Ossoff campaign. And that's why you haven't heard from Doug Jones here over the last several days, because they're trying to lay low, focus, as an official told me yesterday, on jobs, education, and healthcare. Nicole?
I love that, a radical moderate. MSNBC's Vaughn Hillyard, thank you so much.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.